The Outer Worlds, 2019 action role-playing game developed by Obsidian Entertainment, published by Private Division, and known to many as the spiritual successor to Fallout New Vegas. And for good reason. A lot of Fallout New Vegas developers worked on this game, and it is phenomenal. I love this game. It is very fun. I did a full playthrough of it. It's wonderful, but as you just read, you can also kill anybody and everybody. So we're going to put that to the test.
Ah, you've landed good. Hawthorne should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him?
The story starts with us landing in Emerald Vale and killing the captain of the ship, which we then procure, but we gotta meet some friends first.
All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice. Yes, nailed it that time.
In there. This...
We fight through some basic enemies, and then we actually meet our first friend, who we then decide very quickly they are no longer our friend. After taking care of the starter enemies, we take the ship from the dead friend that we had, and we procure it, make it to our advantage, and then we meet this good guy, Ernest. After we dispose of Ernest, we make our way to the nearest town. We meet Reed Thompson, who we need to borrow a regulator from in order to get our ship running, and he tells us he won't give it to us. But there is a community of outcasts around the corner that we can go and try and get the regulator off of them just by doing a few extra tasks. We run into a few issues on the way, nothing too major.
Move along.
After reaching the Botanical Gardens, I meet their leader, a woman by the name of Adelaide, refers to herself as grandmother sometimes, and I am presented with an interesting moral dilemma. Divert power away from Reed's cannery and liberate this town of outcasts, or make these outcasts return to the cannery and get back to work. With these two choices in mind, I made my way to the geothermal plant, took out some robotic guards, and made a choice. It's time for these saps to get back to work. We're redirecting power from the Liberation back to the cannery. When I got back to the Liberation to tell them of the good news that they could go back to work, I saw that they were having a town hall meeting, and they didn't invite me. So I had to take care of things. With the town now properly liberated, I could go back to Reed and tell him of the good news.
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows through our town like a cool stream of water. I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I expect them back at their posts? Dead? I don't understand. How? Did it come to violence somehow? Rebuilding the town will be difficult without her, but I will mend fences with the other deserters.
I understood Reed's dilemma. Adelaide was dead, the other deserters were also dead, rebuilding the town would be very hard. So I took that decision out of his hands and decided, why rebuild it? Let's just tear it down.
Are you out of your mind? You enjoyed that? Are you some kind of psychopath?
Yes.
I can't.
Bavardi, having a moral dilemma about the
leave.
death of
I
Reed
need to get away
Thompson,
from here.
but
I
not
need
the
to get away from
deserters,
you.
used her teleportation ability to get out of here before I really went off the deep end. As I was going down the elevator, being calmed by the serene music, I thought to myself, the leader of the town is dead. The outcasts are dead. Why would anyone else need to live? And I came to a decision. They didn't.
But I saw something.
I start to liberate the town by taking out the guards first, and then I moved to the— was that John Lennon? Maybe. And then I kill a priest. I decided in the midst of my murderous rampage, I'll do some good. I'm gonna heal these people. Well, at least they're not sick anymore. I got a haircut, but I didn't like it. I went to the saloon, and you wouldn't believe it, they refused to serve me. In the middle of everything, I forgot to tell the workers at the cannery factory that they had the day off, so I went to go remind them. Ooh, so close. Almost made it. This guy had a funny hat. I like it. Since mostly everyone was liberated, it was time for me to say goodbye to Halcyon and say hello to the brave new world. Tried to turn in this quest, but for some reason, they wouldn't take it, so I had to make them take it. It was time to install the power regulators and get on our way to liberating more towns.
All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.